Welcome to the Where's the Finish podcast. We are three runners talking to our friends, sharing stories about running, training, life, and asking the quintessential question, where's the finish? WTF.
Hey everyone, welcome to Where's the Finish podcast. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Shae.
All right, so tonight we're going to have an interesting episode. We are interviewing me.
What?
So I'm bringing myself in. Also on the call with us, we have Gregg Lawson and John Baughman. So we did a thing this past week, and this is really interesting. I'm looking at the camera, and so John and Gregg had to both call in on a video chat because they're both off doing some crazy stuff this week and traveling. So, and Gregg has the most interesting background. He's got like this beautiful kind of high desert scene back behind him, and he's got this Bear Grylls kind of mustache and beard going on.
Yeah, keep talking him up.
Yeah,
This is like love
This is
song.
love song.
Well, you know, I'm just saying,
they were in the woods.
we were in the woods together for
long
5
time.
days. So yeah, we definitely slept together, snuggled together.
Oh wait.
yeah.
Did he get scratchy beard?
We did.
No,
Did your back itch?
And we didn't spoon,
No?
but we did get into bed together. It was nice. He's a good sleep mate.
Yeah.
He really is. That little tiny bed, if I was on that bed with my wife, we'd have been like kicking and pushing and shoving each other. And I don't know, we did pretty good. I mean, other than some
Joe's kicking.
he experienced my
Air conditioner.
my moving and we got wet a few times. The air condition.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had the drip.
Oh, no. No. I remember seeing that sleeping bag, and it was, oh boy, did Joe go to the bathroom overnight? Did they have the night sweat?
So let me tell everyone what we did. So me and Gregg have been talking about this for a while, and most of the audience knows that that I got involved in the Across Florida 200 a couple years ago now. Whenever John went out and ran it, and that was the first time I'd met someone doing it. And since then, over the time, John and I have become real good friends, and Gregg and I have been friends for a while, and we wanted to do this Across Florida 200 thing. And so the virtual race got shut down, but Gregg and I were the last two people that had paid to do the race. And well, whatever happened in the spring, our training didn't go so well. And
It'd be better to not say it got shut down, but more they switched to a live.
well,
They
the
did,
virtual went down.
The race is still available.
Still a race. So now it's a supported race and not a virtual race. And but it is a kind of a different race. It's even a different course, you know, a little
It's
bit
slightly different, yeah.
Yeah. So this race went to bed, and then the new race took over, and with new race directors even. So it's not quite the same. But anyway, so we had planned to do it in February, and both of us had some injury, some old man injury. And thank God Gregg kept pestering me like, hey, Joe, when are we doing it? We'd set up a date, and we'd set up another date. And finally, we landed on a good date. And both of us were about as trained as we're going to get. I don't know, Gregg, we had like, 5 seconds of training before we went and did this thing?
Yeah. Overtrained for sure.
I mean, you didn't under-deliver. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And so
We did not underdeliver.
So John, when we started talking about doing it, because I just crewed him for his second running of the Across Florida 200 and his finish, he wanted to come out and crew us. And when he said, I would like to crew you guys, I said, heck yeah, let's do it. And you know, and so
He had no idea what he was getting into.
John, is that the first time you've ever crewed before?
Yes, that was the first time I've ever crewed before.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
he had so much experience as a runner. Well, so what was it like crewing versus running? What was the difference, you think?
You know, it's funny. It's still the same mission. You know, it was a little longer. And it was a really hurry up and wait, a lot of hurry up and wait, with the crewing thing. But it was still the same mission. It was just getting from one side of the state to the other and not dying along the way.
Well, I thought maybe all of us would die at one point, but we survived it. So, do you think you'd go?
When did you think we might die, Joe?
Like the first day. The first day. The first day was definitely a
I saw you guys the first day.
The first day was a death march. So, kind of back to it. So
that was the hardest day by far.
I had DNF'd long haul back in January, and I've had this recurring problem with my hip, and so I kind of backed off of a lot of running, which I think was really key to this actually for me. I didn't realize I was running 40, 50 miles a week, and I believe that I was kind of overtraining last year because I was running that much, but my performance really wasn't improving in races, and I had 2 races that I ended up DNFing because of hip pain. It just took me out. And so I got to doing some strength training and I was adding like 20 miles a week of walking with maybe 10 to 15 miles of running. It wasn't a lot. But during this entire race, I didn't have one single problem with my hip. I was super stoked about that because I really thought it was going to be the thing that if something took me out for the race, that was what.
I could definitely see. That's what took you out at long haul.
Yeah. And Gregg and I did a little bit of training together, and we got to chat a lot about our match.
I was going to say a little bit of training. You guys got together for one training.
One training run.
We got maybe 2. Maybe was it 2? Yeah, we had 2 training.
Okay.
But Gregg has hip problems too.
You got these old man problems.
I was going to say you're
That's
just
all I'm hearing.
How did your hip do, Gregg?
The first day was like horrible. That was probably the first 20 miles was literally the hardest 20 miles I've ever run in my life. That's a lot of pain. So like there's points where like John's talking to me, I'm like, dude, that's too much pain. I can't even talk. And then, I don't know, dude, after like mile 30, things started feeling well. And then from the second day on, I felt great. But the first day was super hard. I couldn't have gone 5 days like the first day. I probably wouldn't have made it. I was like breathing heavy. Not because like my heartbeat was high, just because I was in so much pain. So it was difficult.
Like he said every day when we get moving again, he was feeling better and better and better every day to where actually our last 20 miles of running was the fastest 20 miles of the entire freaking race.
Yeah. One of your last miles was one of your fast miles. You know what that means though?
It means there was some gas in the tank.
There was a lot of gas in that tank.
Yeah. But no, dude, that first day kicked my butt, and if I had, like Gregg said, if I had a repeat of the first day, like every day, because that was what was in my mind, like there's no freaking way. So we started off at we were planning to leave my house at midnight, get to the start and be running by like 2:30, right? 3:00. And, so we get there and I have permission from the park management to use the combination lock.
Oh, wow.
To get in early. And so we could, because it's like a 4.5 mile drive down to the end of the road at the start line on a paved bike, right when we were on a paved bike path. And we got there and there's all these locks are daisy chained together, the fire department has their lock, everyone has their different freaking locks. So there's 3 of them on our combination locks, and I knew they had just recombinationed all the locks on the Greenway, and I had the old combination and I had the new combination, and we tried it every way we could on all 3 locks and could not get the locks to freaking go. And it was key to our plan, like to start this early in the morning because we were want to do 52 miles to Santos the first day, which was going to be our biggest day.
Right.
And it didn't work.
We tried new combinations. We tried old combinations. We tried combinations of the combinations.
It was horrible. So we kind of...
Unfortunately, we didn't meet our distance goal.
You did.
But unfortunately, we didn't meet our sleep goal, so we probably should have cut it short on the first day.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like that first 52 mile, I think the first like 40, I don't know, like 46 of those miles or so went okay. I mean, it was struggling.
Yeah,
but that that last 6 miles from like the land bridge to Santos, hindsight being what it was, we probably should have just stopped, because I think it took us 3 hours to cover those 6 miles.
Oh yeah.
Where if we'd have just stopped and slept at the land bridge, we probably could have woke up in the morning and
No.
did it in an hour and a half.
I know the answer to this, but people listening don't know the answer to this. What did you do in Santos?
Oh,
You were taking the road. What did you do?
oh, I visited every single bench along the way.
Oh my God.
How many benches were
We
there,
were
Greg?
so tired. We should have stopped. We're sitting down. Yeah, I fell asleep at one point on the bench. I'm like, we got to go. We stopped at every bench there was. I think we stopped at one like 2.2 miles away, or maybe closer than that, you know?
They do. There was a guy
So
out.
this is the first error as a. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the first error as a new crew chief that took place. Was they came into Landbridge, and I parked in such a way to where they could sleep for the night, because I thought these guys are wrecked and there is no reason for them to go to Santos. But neither of the runners ever said a word about stopping there. And so as a new and weak crew chief, I didn't say, hey, dumbasses, lay down and let's pick this up tomorrow. And I let them continue to Santos. And they got to suffer for 6 miles because of that move.
I mean, they were going to suffer for those 6 miles
Yeah, we
anyway.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, I mean, so we had a late start, taking like 5 hours off our start. We expected we would have been at Santos around 9 or 10 o'clock. We didn't get there until like 3 a.m. And we suffered through those last 6 miles, and we probably could have, did half the time on those same 6 miles, and a lot less suffering with more sleep. And I wasn't even following my own kind of rule, which is I tell everyone,
What?
yeah, sleep early, sleep often, and I didn't do it.
Oh man,
I didn't.
Funny.
I didn't do it myself, and I paid
Like,
for
what are you
it.
talking- the first thing Joey says, the biggest difference between a 100-miler and a multi is how you manage your sleep.
And I did not. Well, but I felt firsthand though what it was like to not manage my sleep, and I did not repeat that mistake. But
That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny though.
it is.
Oh my god.
So for you guys at home, Greg is currently out crewing and pacing at Moab.
Yeah. So he's got his runner coming in, and so he may be flipping in and out for a second here while we're talking. But yeah, so we get to Santos, and John's got everything set up for us, and so we plan to have a lot more sleep than we did, but I think we got like 3 hours of sleep or so.
Yeah.
Plus we had a little bit of downtime on the front end and back end of that sleep to kind of settle down and to wake up and get going again. It's fantastic having
Got the one
having
shower
hot
we got
showers.
to take.
Yeah, it was a wonderful shower. Yeah.
There's no other showers along the way?
No, well, I took some sink baths.
Oh, okay.
There, one guy. I see.
Yeah. So we, I mean, I think it went pretty good to there. The biggest issue we ran into.
Well, sorry, I'm trying to mute Greg real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hit mute. All the way to the right.
Yeah, right there.
It's
It's there we go.
There you go.
There you go.
So I'm sorry. And then, so one of the biggest issues that really started impacting our sleep is we had a nice, comfortable place to sleep. But for whatever reason, I got to get it fixed before I take it back to him. I must have like a clog in the condensation drain line for the air condition. The air condition is like one of those small window units in the AC.
Oh yeah, 110 AC.
Yeah, it's a small AC unit.
Window.
And when it started getting condensation, instead of dripping outside of the camper,
Yeah, it dripped in.
it dripped into on top of us. So that was tough. Poor Greg, I could hear
You got to
it.
lean it to that side a little bit.
Oh, and that we tried like adjusting the camper and stuff so
Yeah.
it would run I just think there might be a water line or something.
Did you jiggle it?
Yeah. It always kept coming out the same place.
If only we knew a professional who knew a lot about.
I know. I'm like, not at all, man.
Really gave us some advice.
I could help you so much.
Yeah. So we had we had the green sleeping bag of recovery with us, and
That's good. Yeah.
and it ended up becoming a green sleeping bag of catch watery.
Oh no. Oh no.
Torture device.
So we're sitting there sleeping, and the next thing I know, Greg is like tossing. I thought he was just in pain or something. He was getting frustrated because every time he would like start to fall asleep, he was water dripping down on him.
That's hilarious.
And so we got some decent sleep, but we got a really late start because of that, you know, and
coming out of
coming out
day
of
one.
coming out of day one, you know,
Into day two.
into day two.
Yeah.
And so we only ran 25 miles the second day. We got to Moss Bluff, and that was the recommendation. My crew chief and Peter came out to pace with us for a while. They had a discussion and said, this is our recommendation to you guys. Let's stop at Moss Bluff, get a good night's sleep, and hit it early in the morning. Was a good call, was a really perfect call.
Yeah.
Because after that, basically we were on the normal ACFL pacing schedule. Like we was following what everyone else was doing. So we got up in the morning early and by like 3 a.m. and was started running. And that first 10 miles or so, whatever it was, across Moss Bluff up to Big Scrub, no problem, easy pleasy. We got a beautiful sunrise coming across the highway to hell, and
Nice.
and had some people come out and visit us out there on the highway to hell, and just had a good time. Dude, there was so many freaking people that came out to see us. Besides John Crew and I wrote down this list, and John and I were going back and forth on this list.
So day 1 was Thursday.
Yeah.
Day 2 was Friday.
Yeah.
And then day 3, Saturday.
Yeah, that was where we hit the highway to hell and got into the Ocala National Forest. We had 30 people at one point or another came out.
A small army.
Yeah, like
2 football
that
games.
people were just constantly rolling out, and I loved it. You know, because Jeff Iosa, who came out the first day, him and Nick Urena came out and paced us a few miles on the first day. Jeff kind of coined it like the farewell tour. You know,
Also, Chris Merling. He came out
Chris came out the first day too, and helped get us from the fire line cut basically a little bit closer.
Okay.
And it did like the first maybe like 5 miles going up to the Withlacoochee Trailhead, and then continued on to us over to Pruitt. So I think he got, I don't know, maybe 20 miles or so with us. Yeah. So it was really nice to have all these different people bop in and out to kind of bring new face and new energy. And, you know, like when we got out into the Ocala National Forest, we just had like a train of people, you know, just kind of, and it was just really fun. We had a great time. So many stories. We didn't have to think about it ourselves, but people were just sharing their stories with us. And some of the fun ones, we had Fred Solly out there with us, and Fred's got the FKT for this course, and him and his wife came out, and they spent out until they went all the way out to Juniper Springs with us from Highway 19, and got all that trail time, and they brought their kids out, and that was just they are freaking lovely people. We had a great time with them. They had so much fun stories. The stories I'm gonna let them share their own stories at some point, but I had so much fun with them. They are a freaking hoot. You know, I laughed for hours with them.
Great.
But yeah, out there on the highway to hell, I found me a nice set of dentures.
Oh,
I saw that. I'm like, what the hell is that?
With us.
so awful. So awful.
Yeah. Did you find the tops and the bottoms, or just the tops?
Just
or
the tops, you know. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh God.
Someone must have stopped on the side of the road and dropped their dentures. I don't know how that happened, but dude.
Then Joe's like, I
I'm gonna pick them up.
Well, you know, when that road gets wet, like the dirt gets soft or something, I guess. But dude, I just seen a tooth. It could have been a whole freaking face or something under the dirt. I don't know.
A dead body,
It could
Joe.
have
And
been.
you have part of that dead person's
I looked down and I just seen a tooth sticking out of the mud, and I'm like, oh,
Joe's gonna get
So
arrested.
the rest of the body is still in
The
there.
rest of the body's there, Joe. We got to go back.
there's a picture of it.
That's so gross.
It's the Ocala National Forest. They find bodies out there all the time. So yeah, there could be more of it somewhere.
Yeah, no, because I came and I saw you guys when you were at the 88 store. And that's when I saw the dentures. I'm like,
I thought they were John's. I don't know why I thought they were John's dentures.
I was like, none of these people here have dentures. What
like,
is
they're-
going on?
like-
And I was like, maybe somebody else is pacing you
was
guys.
like,
I don't
what?
know.
Well,
Maybe
actually,
Greg has dentures.
when I picked him up, I literally thought of Shae, because every time Shae goes on a run, she finds some little trinket or some little
True.
thing that she finds, and she pockets it and brings it
I
home.
just, maybe about a week ago, I took a wrench out of my pack that I think I've had in there for at least 8 months.
I'm like, Shae would love these teeth. You know, what a cool find.
yeah, should I put them on your? Put them on your.
I don't know if I would pick them up. I don't know. Like,
sorry,
I like
no.
picking up crazy stuff, but
Well, now I took a black marker
Like, I took
and I wrote on the
skulls.
inside of the gums ACFL 2025 on it.
Joe. Oh, Jesus, Joe.
thank you for not taking pictures of your
Joe, you-
dentures eating food.
Joe, you don't know how many people I had to keep from throwing those things away. I was like, that's part of the run now. You can't throw them away.
That's the
It's
nastiest.
so bad.
Hey, dentures are expensive. That's probably $2,000 worth of teeth sitting
I'm
there.
pretty sure I would rather pick up a dead animal skull than pick up a human person's dentures.
I
I'm
picked
sorry.
up many. I picked up one a little too early, and so I still had to bring it home, but I had to wash my hands.
And it doesn't compare to the football sized butt plug that Kevin found in Monroe.
I don't think he pocketed that. I don't think he
That did
pocketed
not come home with me. Absolutely not.
He says, winking at the same time. Joe saw it. He was winking. I didn't take it home.
Y'all some nasty.
So, besides the little snafu of sleeping at the land bridge, how did the first day or two go for you, John?
First day or two, how did it go for me? I was concerned about you guys on the first day because, like you guys are talking about, it was rough going that first day. You would both come in to the pre-planned aid stations kind of limping, and it was even mentioned to me at one point, hey, one of them's got to lean this way and the other one's got to lean this way, and I'm like, well, they need to lean against each other. But yeah, then the second day it started clicking a little bit better. I started to understand you guys and what you wanted when you came in, I think a little bit better on the second day, and started to know what you want before you told me you wanted it. And so that made it a little smoother, I think, and it just kept getting smoother, I feel like, until one specific issue. But other than that, went pretty well.
It was a whirlwind learning opportunity for all of us.
Specific thing.
That's day 3. Well, I mean, so if you figure this race, most runners take 4 days, 3 nights to run, right? And we got actual running time. I think Gregg showed me 60 hours running time. So a lot of it was downtime for us. What normally people cover in the first day, we took 2 days to do, like that first 70 something miles. Mm-hmm. But after that, we started hitting the aid stations and stops and the schedule the same as everybody else. So we ended up doing that same. Pretty much we ran consistently with everybody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
After that, so it was. I think
on
it was
day 3. You guys did exactly what I did on day 2, which was Moss Bluff to Pat's Island.
Yeah, and that was pretty normal for me too, crewing all the people. And that one of the things that made this special for me, and I know other people, and the reason we had 30 people show up out there is with this Marion County Sherpas thing. I've personally crewed 8 people from the Gulf to the Atlantic, and then either helped, supported, helped them in planning, was out there crewing or pacing for a day or two. Total 37 people. So it was really a really good capstone to the event. for me to be able to go out and do
Absolutely.
that. You know, I thought it was really nice. And, you know, but, you know, I definitely wasn't as trained as I thought I was. But the lack of training didn't keep us from being successful, you know, so that goes to talk about, you know, the mental toughness
Better
part.
than no lawn mowing as training.
Lawnmower Mike.
No.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I mean, like by the time we got out of Moss Bluff, like that first morning coming out of Moss Bluff, that first 10 miles, I just felt like we started hitting our mark on our runs and started feeling like we were doing okay. And then, of course, we had the jump start of all the different people that started to roll out. And a lot of those folks, you know, I've crewed with and ran with or spent some time out. And it was just so nice. They wanted to kind of pay it forward. Mm-hmm. And they sure did in heaps and gobs. You know, it was so good for me to have all those people out there. So, Highway to Hell.
You had a mess highway.
Yeah. So many, even so, like into Highway to Hell, it really started to drench us. Even got my daughter, who's not a runner, to come out and pace for a couple miles. And she's like, she was just walking with us.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
The Highway to Hell was not bad at all because we got hit half of it in the dark. And the other half, you know, was when the sun was coming up. And then towards the end of it, it was starting to get a little hot, but then we were done with it. And we had a lot of people out there visiting us. That's where I saw a bear right before little Joe, younger Joe, came up to see us. He came off a side road, and I didn't realize he was there because he was below a hill. And just on the other side of where he had came out on the road, I could see the top of a hill. There was a bear went across. So I think it might have been, maybe he might have spooked it. Poor Gregg. There was a lot of bear sightings out there, and Gregg was the only one that didn't get to see one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Nope,
look at
he's there. He's back.
I'm still
Yay.
salty about that. Only one. Salty. Stepped in bear poop twice. No bear.
And like warm, soft bear poop too, not like, you know, the hard been there overnight stuff. It was the warm stuff.
That's nasty.
Now we did have, so when we were out at on the other side of Juniper Prairie at Pat's Island camping, we were all sleeping. We woke up in the morning. There were fresh paw prints all around where our camp.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and so there was one there while we were sleeping. And actually, it's funny because in the past, I have slept there on the ground on an air mattress outside, numerous times.
Yeah, you put me on an air mattress there.
It's okay. I mean, it might have you might have got a wet nose on your face or something. But as we started off
real quick.
we started off into the woods, and we could hear it crashing through the woods, just maybe 100 yards into the woods out from where we were camping. So that was
Because
Not even that
you know what,
far.
that bear was probably like, oh God, the polar bear's awake.
That's funny.
Joe being the polar bear.
Yeah. I know.
yeah. I think-
You didn't have to explain it. I got
I think
it.
that's what you meant. So no, then we were, you know, that Ocala National Forest, dude, like, so that first section from Highway 19 up to Juniper Springs, I got so ate up with seed ticks.
Ugh.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I've never had so many ticks on my legs in my life. I could just feel them crawling through the fur on my legs, you know, like moving the hair around. And I looked down and I could just see tiny little specks all over my. It must have been 1,000. So I took a can of off and I just made my leg wet with it
Blech.
to try to get them to leave or to kill them. I still have marks all over my legs from the chiggers and the ticks and whatever stingy plants we rubbed up against. You know, it's like, my legs are going to be bad for a month.
Well, you had ticks on you
I had
too.
forgotten
did,
about
yeah.
that, but the weekend before, Nicole and Emily and I had gone for a run in that direction, and we all came back covered in them. I totally forgot about it, or I would have warned you.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it. Every time I've run in the Ocala National Forest, I end up with chigger bites all over my legs. It's not unusual or picking
Yeah.
ticks off of me, but I'd never seen that many. I mean, I've had them before, but not like this.
Making my skin crawl.
My skin was crawling. It literally felt like my skin was crawling. Right up
John,
to
you had a ton on you too, right?
Yeah, I had the weekend before was way worse, but yeah, I got beat up pretty bad in this thing too.
I had him everywhere.
I was
you guys.
I was feeling a little bad for my boy John because I wanted him to have a good time, and I could tell he was getting tired and frustrated because we would come in and we would have like 5 different things we were screaming at him at the same time, and he was trying to please us all at the same time, and I could see him just grabbing and trying to organize his brain, and I'm like, John, if you want to go to the house and take a nap, and you're welcome to, and then I think I made it worse by saying that. He did not want to leave us. He was freaking awesome. I mean, like, I couldn't have asked for a better crew chief.
I committed to be there, and that was probably the only thing I became angry about was it sounded like you wanted me to go away. And I said, look, I'm going to use some language, but I said, if I'm fucking up, I'll go away. If I'm not, I'm staying.
He was doing so good.
Yeah, because
he basically told you, fuck off, Joe.
He did. Well, he was very nice about it.
Yeah.
But then I realized, I'm like, oh, he probably thought I was trying to push him away. I had to apologize. I'm like, dude, I am so sorry. I didn't really mean it that way. I just wanted to make sure you had some opportunity to get some rest.
Asshole.
Yeah, I was being, you know what? I probably was more asshole on this trip than I probably have ever been, and that I can remember. Like, to people, I was like snappy, and it was horrible.
Did you eat enough food?
I'm calling fake news on that one. Fake news on that one. Joe is being super nice to everyone. I'm like, dude, we got to go. He's like, let me take a picture. Let me talk to this person. I'm like, let's go.
I don't know if he's being nice to people or being nice to him.
He's being nice to himself.
I don't know. I felt myself being in a bad mood a few times, like just being snappier than I usually am. Like,
It's snappier than you usually are, just not saying please after something.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe, I don't know. I just felt I had to rein in my attitude a few times, and maybe no one else noticed it, but I definitely noticed it about myself. So, being tired, you can be a little cranky, and we were definitely tired. And then we got out to the 88 store, like close, or stop before we get to the 88 store, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put some fresh dry shoes on. I brought my Topo Ultra Ventures out with me, and I had been wearing the Ultra Experience Wild.
Oh, the Wild.
And I love the Wild. It's my new go-to shoe.
Yeah.
I need to get a pair of those.
And I put on the Ultra Venture, and dude, within a mile, my knees, my hips, and everything, my feet were all starting to throb. And by 2 miles, I'm like, I cannot wear these freaking shoes no more. Huh. So I took the things off, took my socks off, took my shoes off, and I ran 3 miles barefoot up to the 88 store. And that was fun. Like, I loved it. Like, that was actually a highlight moment for the race for me. I literally, if I'd have ran another step in them shoes, it might have injured me and took me out.
Were those the shoes you came in and threw away on the spot?
That is it. I said, throw them damn things away. I don't want to see them.
Went into the garbage.
I do not want to see them shoes again.
I was devastated when I got there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
So we got to the 88 store, and I found out that they're closed.
Oh.
The 88 store is done, is no more.
Yeah. John knows more about that, don't you, John?
Yeah, I talked to the caretaker, and I guess, there was a death in the ownership, and that they would sell it. So, let's all pool our trail runner money together and buy the thing. So it doesn't sound like it's looking to reopen anytime soon.
No, it's been a staple of the Florida Trail community forever. Yeah. I mean, like when I was a kid, it was a fishing camp kind of place. And I would go there and get candy and snacks when I was a kid, when we'd swim on Lake Kerr, which is down across the street from it. And as a teenager, we would go in there. That was, they're well known for the little cigarette machine that's in there. It's sad to see a staple of our trail community close down like that. Hopefully it survives and comes back some way or another.
I mean, there's what, 2 campers on the property, a washing
machine, like
laundromat area.
Yeah, you can camp.
Shower.
You can camp out behind the place
showers.
too. I mean, like, and it was like it looked like a dirty old biker bar, but dude, every time I ever went in there, the people were super friendly.
Yeah.
I remember Jesse came out one time when Nicole was running across Florida. He went over there and hung out a little bit, and someone was buying a couple drinks for him, and he just, the people were just real nice. So it's horrible to see the place closing down.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Feet up in the air on the outside hanging out.
But then we had that section going from there up to Rodman Dam. We made it to Lake Delancey. Kevin kept us moving through that section. he kept us going. He did a good job. And,
You know what, though? Here's the thing. Like, before I even went out with you, you were already pissed off at me. You were already mad because you saw that I was going out with you, and you were instantly kind of pissed off about it a little bit. I could see it in your face. You didn't say anything.
That was going to make me go faster.
And I'm like, oh boy.
I know.
Then finally you chime up and you go, let me tell you something right now. He's like, I ain't going any faster if you tell me to go faster. I'm going my speed, and that's all I'm going.
This is Kevin's.
Or I'll kick your ass.
This is Kevin's experience of pacing me before. So that we have that pacing history that Kevin likes to push me.
I do.
And there is also the fact that you were trying to shoo them out. Like,
I
all
was.
right, let's go.
Like, let's go.
Let's go right now.
Yeah, I was standing at one point. I'm standing with all of my gear back on. I've got my pack on, my hydration vest. I'm standing, I'm talking, I'm getting ready. I'm literally about to make my first step, and Kevin says, "You got to get out of here.
Gotta get out of the aid station. Gotta go."
But it was cool because I still had a good time with it. And so we get to
I
Lake.
might have threatened him a little bit too.
Probably. He did a few times.
So we get to Lake Delancey, and with the trail beyond Lake Delancey, from Lake Delancey to Rodman Dam, was a hot freaking mess. It was overgrown. You could not see the trail. You would guess. I was literally guesstimating that I was on the trail at a few points, and this is we had a little snafu.
Wait. Back up. Yeah, back up. So you guys came into Lake Delancey, and both of you just flopped out on the chairs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just out, right? Slept for a half hour. Shae and Kevin were there, but then took off, and I was getting everything ready for you guys, and putting the headlamps in, getting some food in. And Joe says to me, "Did you put that extra battery in my pack?" And I said, "I put that extra battery in your pack." And you can continue now.
So this is probably one of the lower parts of our run. Definitely as a crew and as runners. We got out there, and I noticed that my light was starting to dim about half a mile, and I knew it was a dead battery that I was going to need to. I was trying to run it out and then put a new one in, and then so it was running low. And the trail was so overgrown, you literally could not see the trail. We were going blaze to blaze.
Blaze to blaze. Uh-huh.
And I was getting frustrated because they had freshened up some blazes, but about every other blaze was so faded that orange paint was pink and peeling off of the trees. So you could not see about every other blaze. So with a headlamp, you could not see from blaze to blaze. You could only, you could see a blaze and then go for a while, hoping that you're still on the trail, and finally see another one. And my headlamp started going, low. And so I grabbed it in my bag to put my new.
So about the time your headlamp starts dimming, I reach into my pocket and I feel a battery in my pocket.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So you didn't put the damn battery in his bag, and you said you did? He's frozen.
So I didn't put the battery in his bag. Now, if you would have polygraphed me, I would have passed because I knew. And I actually considered going forward.
Well,
and running back to them, but it was like, it's 2 miles. They're going to be to me soon. But it was
Yeah.
a bad 2 miles.
yeah. I mean, now granted, here's the thing, and that's why I wasn't upset with my crew at all, not a bit, because it's my responsibility as a runner to check my equipment. We learned this in the military. Someone can help you out, but you always check your own equipment. It's your responsibility to make, and law enforcement, make sure your firearm is functioning. It's not someone else's responsibility. It's not the armor's responsibility to make sure it's functioning, although they do work. It's your equipment, so it's on you. And I didn't check, I didn't verify, and I knew better. And so Gregg handed me his headlamp because I was taking the lead. He had some light left on his, and he had his on dim setting. And I turned it up, and he got a little upset with me for turning up the light. He's like, Joe, this is the only light we have. If this thing dies, we're done. And I'm like, oh, we're good. We're like a mile away from where we need to be. And when we get there, if we got lost right now, all we got to do is turn due east or due west, and we would run into the road eventually. So we did make it back, but it was hairy because you just could not identify the trail markers. You couldn't hardly see the trail. We came back with so many sand spurs on our legs. That was the worst part of the sand spurs. They were like in the hair on my leg, on the socks. They were falling off my socks into my shoes. We just required a whole sock change because of the sand spurs. But we got all of
So
our...
there were more sand spurs there than in Sand Spur Hell?
Yes.
So you guys made out through Sand Spur Hell pretty okay.
Yeah, we hit some sand spurs. We did pick some out. John had gave us an unexpected crew at the end of Sand Spur Hell. I did not expect to see him there, but he pulled in and waited for us and helped us, get cleaned up. But they weren't that bad. Not as bad as it was in that section from Lake Delancey. Yeah. What was going through your mind, Greg?
In my butt. That was the
Would
worst.
you get sand spurs, Greg?
It hurt. Like I felt something itching in my back pocket, and I went to rub my butt, and they were on the inside of my shorts.
He screamed.
I screamed like a little girl.
It's like, ah! I heard Greg scream a few times, and sometimes it was from the spiders. Like he'd walk into a spider web.
Yes. I heard a very funny story about Greg and the spider webs.
I
I'm
guess.
gonna give you a tip. Do not follow a person through the forest at night. That's about 1 inch and 2 inches smaller
Yes.
than you, and looking at their feet, you will get hit by shit all the whole time.
I would walk through or underneath a spider web, and then he would hit it from behind me.
Oh,
Because
man.
the front person's the one who's the spider sweeper.
Spider sweeper? Spider
I
sweeper.
mean, we did knock down a lot of spiders, but didn't keep Greg from hitting a half a dozen or more right in the face, So,
All right, so I have a question.
okay.
There was a topic that was brought up on my section of the run with you guys. Do you remember what it was?
Yes.
All right, so they were arguing about
Juan?
when the
I don't know that person.
I don't either. Anyways, they were arguing about medication, about pain medication, and the classifications of.
There's no argument. I know I'm right.
Okay, all right. So there's no argument, and Greg knows he's right. What is it that Greg is right about, Joe?
So the argument we had was he said that Tylenol and aspirin both have the same active ingredient. I argued that Tylenol was acetaminophen. I can't even say it. And that aspirin was ibuprofen. So I couldn't even say the daggone word.
They're both acetaminophen.
And Greg says they're both are.
Acetaminophen for the win.
So
Okay, so you got proven wrong.
I don't know. I still haven't went back and fact checked him.
Wait, okay, so you're saying that Tylenol and aspirin are the same thing? That's right?
Yes.
Okay, let's
That's what he's saying. I say they're different.
All right.
I say one has acetam. I can't even say it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has that ingredient in it. And-
Tylenol is acetaminophen, and aspirin is aspirin. Aspirin comes from the bark of trees, I think.
It's acetaminophen.
Oh, goodness.
So I think that Tylenol and aspirin have two active ingredients. Greg tells me that they both have the same active ingredient.
I just know that there's no ibuprofen and Tylenol.
There's definitely no ibuprofen in Tylenol.
That's for sure.
I know that Tylenol has no ibuprofen in it, but I think aspirin does. So
Aspirin has no ibuprofen in it either.
And that was the thing we was talking about, what's safe to take on the trail when you're running this stuff and what wasn't, because
all of it.
Yeah, we started shoveling some pills because our old man bodies were starting to hurt pretty good. At that point, I didn't give a crap which one it had in it.
It's like, I'll take this blue one. It's fine.
I didn't just take one blue one. I would take like 4 blue ones at a time. Like I'm a big bodied person. So
wait. What was blue?
The Tylenol's blue.
Oh, okay. I was talking about a different blue pill. Like, you're popping 4 of those because you're
Tylenol's blue.
Oh, I don't take Tylenol.
What Tylenol are you getting? Where are you getting them from?
The Viagra store.
Exactly.
See, my legs were giving out, so I had to grow a new one. And also, yes, Kevin was right. There was one topic that we talked about that would get me wound up, and now Gregg knew what the secret was to get me going, was to get me wound up about something, get me mad about something. And now Kevin spilled the beans to Gregg, and he knows what the secret button is. And that did. It got us moving pretty good. For a while, because I just forgot about the running while I ranted about my aggravations with that situation.
Yeah, you just moved so much better. You were like, where you went. You saved like 6-minute miles off, Joe. It was great.
But we did survive that couple miles of the headlamp issue, and we got out to the Forest Service Road, and we decided to take the road. I didn't want to go into the night and have that same issue on the trail on the other side, which was the distance was the same almost exactly. So we did take the Forest Service Road, and that was one of 2 reroutes that we decided was what we needed to take. And the other one was we decided not to do the little 1 mile dirt road and actually probably put on a half a mile, so we didn't have to go deal with the feral dogs in Palatka. So I just didn't feel like dealing with them. I was tired, and I know they come out in the roads and bark and chase you, and I just didn't feel like dealing with them. So, and Gregg was like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." So we just went one road further up and turned, and it actually ends up being, I think, about maybe a half a mile further, but. It saved us from dealing with them stupid dogs.
I think I did that reroute too.
Yeah. And then, we made it out of the Ocala National Forest.
Coming into the dam I felt really good about where we were when you guys were coming onto the dam. Before that, when you came out of that section, I was upset, and I was actually texting with my wife. I said, Joe's mad at me, and he can't tell me that he's mad at me. And she said, you do the same thing. You get cranky, and you don't, you want to hide it from everybody. So, and it was about the stupid headlamp and the battery. But, in retrospect, it's a small thing. Everybody was safe, but, I really felt like I had really hurt you guys,
Yeah. So the good thing is I was cranky anyhow, but I didn't get cranky about that one. So, I was, I really didn't. I was just annoyed that I didn't have a light, but I didn't blame no one but myself. So, then again, that's the old military part of me. I think they train that into us in the military. Like, this is your equipment. This is your responsibility. If your equipment fails, it's your responsibility. The end, and so you can ask someone to do something, but
this is the end or heading into the end of day 3, and you haven't even said the word rain one time.
Oh, dude. Oh, because it never stopped. I started running out of socks because I brought plenty of socks, but my feet stayed soaking wet. Like, the maceration was legit. I was just constantly working on my feet. I had blisters because of wet feet. I had some maceration on the bottom of my feet, but every time we'd stop, shoes were coming off, socks were coming off, drying feet and swapping out socks. And, and one of the things that we were asking for people, my family that was going to come out was bring socks, because I burned through them a lot faster than I thought I would. We was able to rotate the shoes and keep the shoes damp instead of soaking wet. But even then, you put dry socks into a damp shoe. It doesn't take long for those socks to get wet
again.
And so it was the whole entire thing. 5 days of wet feet. My whole body was wet for 5. It's not just the sweating, but it's the raining. I had chafing in places I'd never had chafing before.
Yeah, because you applied Desitin.
Yeah.
Like on day 2.
Yeah, I was using Desitin from day 2 on my thighs and on my arms. And so I battled chafing from the moisture. And so it was, last time I had been that wet, my sister and I went backpacking on the Foothills Trail in South Carolina. And it's like a green tunnel. There's no sun. And we just got wet, and we stayed wet for 5 days out there backpacking.
That was my experience at Ball State.
Yeah.
It didn't rain. Well, it rained like once, but I was just wet the whole time because you just do not dry out in that humidity.
Yeah. So, it sucked. I would, that part of it sucked. But now, on the reverse side of that is we give all that cloud cover and rain give us mild weather, so the temperatures were good. We didn't really have to deal too much with I got a little bit of sun on one of the days where I was wearing a tank top and I had to spray down, but, we're not out there getting sunburned. We didn't get too dehydrated. Actually, at some point we might have actually hydrated more than we needed to. So that was a good thing. I actually really enjoy running in the rain when I can.
Yeah.
So, some of the runs in the rain was fun. Others weren't, some rains got colder than others. There was a few times whenever John was drying me off and I just took off my wet shirt and he's like, he was looking at me and he said, blanket? And I'm like, yeah. And he knew exactly what I needed. And he grabbed my I have a quilt, like a down quilt, sleeping bag quilt. And he just threw that on me. I was able to get warmed up a little bit. But so, when you stop moving like that and you're wet and you've been moving, you can, your body temperature will just drop really quick. And I started shivering a few times and you don't want to do that because that could be hypothermia. And so,
can you imagine telling yourself that, you're going to do a race in October and you're going to be shivering?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
We made it to the dam. We saw Gregg. What about that owl, man? Can you hear me still? I don't know if he's listening or not. But we got to the dam and there was this great big giant owl flying around down there. And we was talking to this guy, and he's like, "Yeah, that's he's always here." He's like, "It's like a pet owl or something." So there's an owl at
mascot.
Yeah, it's an owl. They just feed this owl at Rodman Dam. You could have went up and petted the thing. It would have probably ate right out of your hands. It was a huge owl.
Maybe that's what got into the bathroom that one time. Did anybody go to the bathroom? Did you go to the bathroom, John?
No, I didn't.
At Rodman?
Did you go to the bathroom at Rodman at all while you were there? No. Damn.
Every time I've ever been there, it's like someone exploded in the bathroom.
That's what I was going to ask to
I
find out.
think when we came in, when I did it, we came in and you maybe just said, "Don't even bother."
Yeah, might have.
Yeah.
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 It's always, there's a lot of people that go down there to fish and drink and party and make a mess of the bathrooms, I guess. So the section over to
you can find that OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Over to Baughman Lock was fairly uneventful.
Took me a second. I got there.
Baughman Lock was nice. We had some really deep grass towards the end of it, but then we got in there and there was some manatees floating around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's not fair. I didn't see.
Yeah, there's been some floaty potatoes down there for a while in the locks. So John pointed out some potatoes to me, and they were cool. And we got a pretty decent night's sleep that night. And yeah,
Good sleep.
Yeah, went well.
Except for Gregg kept getting rained on, and when I got you guys up in the morning, he was angry. Remember?
Yeah. He was having a hard time with that stupid getting wet. We basically made a sleeping bag just a place to catch water.
Yeah. Huh.
But so we got.
You didn't trade him sides?
That was a side. He was listen, Gregg was always in bed before me.
Okay.
Like always. So we would get there. He was straight into the bed. I had to dawdle for a while. I had to like brush my teeth and let the cortisol levels come down.
We know you dawdle.
I had to dawdle a little while before I get into bed.
Joe dawdled for 51 hours.
Yeah. No.
Hour dawdling.
There was so much dawdling. Like, what?
They're gonna turn this into a game of shots. Every time it says dawdle, take a shot.
Literally, it took. We dawdled as much as we ran in this entire thing.
Definitely
So, but our boy.
But there were so many people that came out, and Joe wanted to spend time with everybody because it was special. It was really special. All these folks that were coming out, and so it just made sense that Joe wanted to spend time with people.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I put point is I'm like, John, as my crew chief, you're responsible to make sure that everyone gets a picture. I get a picture with everyone, and of course,
did you set that up with like photo pass with Disney?
We knew we were going to have a slow-ish race. We planned it that way,
Yeah,
we actually ran quite a bit more than what I actually initially expected we would.
Oh wow!
So, but yeah, it was just. I mean, that was one of the highlights of the event was just spending time with people out there, and a lot of them did get out there and pace with us. If so.
I died laughing at younger Joe Miller's videos he posted. It was the funniest thing.
So I don't know if he posted them as a post, but it was on his story that he was going to go get you guys. So he decided, I guess he parked somewhere and then he was running back and then going to bring you in. And he's just like talking.
And he's talking. He was like, yeah, I'm going to go catch these guys and all this stuff. And he's, oh, what was that noise? He's like, hello? Is that a bear? Oh crap! It's a bear! And then he just takes off running. Like, I'm not doing it justice because it's really, really, really funny. So if he's got it, I want to send it to him. We can add it to the post because it's very funny. It's very funny.
It may have just been a story exclusive.
Yeah. But I laughed a lot on that one.
So Greg going in. Oh, I think we lost our Greg.
Oh no.
Yeah,
he's been having some connectivity issues.
Yeah, he was on and now he's gone. So maybe he'll call back in. Again, Greg's out there doing
Moab thing.
So we get picked up at Baughman Lock. Andy Kroom comes out. Andy Matthews comes out, and he did a fantastic job keeping us moving too. Good. Yeah, he's back. He's back in.
Yep.
Can you hear us now, Greg?
Yeah. I can hear you guys. Sorry, I don't know what I pressed.
Yeah, it's okay. So. It was really nice to have Andy out there. He popped in on us and then went out with us for a while. And it was really wet that last day, super wet and going through Palatka. Oh. And we got over to the Palatka Bridge, and there was a porta potty there. Mm-hmm. I think we all might have spent a little more time in the porta potty than we should have.
The McDonald's is like right there.
That's the McDonald's I procrastinated in after you guys left me.
Yeah.
That's the McDonald's I spent like an hour.
Well, I went in there. It was drier and warmer in the toilet than it was in the porta potty than it was out sitting in the rain. So, and I took my little thing of Desitin and did all my Desitin stuff.
Dawdled.
Yeah, dawdled a little bit.
Dawdling.
Then, I mean,
you guys had a good nap right there at the start of the bridge. Both of you guys kind of crashed out right before you went across the bridge and caught a good nap. And that's like early in day 5, right?
Yeah, it was the last day going into it. Well, when we crossed the bridge, I felt good. And then suddenly, like, I didn't. Like, the bottom fell out, and we had like 2 or 3 miles to get to the next aid stop. And then suddenly we see the truck with the trailer up ahead of us, like a half a mile ahead, and I'm like, oh, this is glorious. And I get up to I got to sleep. I'm like, I need to sleep. I said, I don't need long. I just need y'all. I need y'all to let me actually fall asleep, but then you can wake me up. And I don't know how John set his timer. But that, I got in the truck, I had the heat on. I think I was burning them out because I was cold. And I literally, John said he could hear me snoring, and I think he woke me up. That little bit of, I don't know how long I slept. What do you think, John? How long was that?
I think I probably let you
Really
go
good, dude.
less than 10
With
minutes.
the legs, man, you're crazy. How you doing? Good.
So
I know. I saw you at the last one, freezing up. Remember? Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in the background. I'm interested in Moab.
yeah,
though.
now I'm interested in what's going on at
I know.
Moab right now.
Yeah, people coming in.
yeah.
Yeah. I was cold sitting next to you this morning.
We're in his pocket right now.
Oh yeah. Looks like there he is.
There he is.
So I probably fell asleep for just a few
10
seconds.
minutes.
10 minutes, but dude, my whole body reset after
I
that.
set the timer for 10 minutes, but yeah, I mean, I probably got you up. I mean, you slept less than probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, that little sleep though, like it reset me. I don't know what happened.
Micro sleep.
It was literally like it was exactly what I needed when I needed it. And from that point, the race, because I was having a lot of little lows there, but at that point, the race seemed to kind of flip a switch at that point, and we started progressively getting better and better and better. Gregg had a busy schedule for Tuesday. Tell him all the things you had to do Tuesday before the race, when the race was over.
I had to get a massage. I also had to make sure Joe got moving. So, we got moving after mile 180. I mean, at mile 180, you started moving. And then mile 187, you gave me the pulls. We started cruising from then, man. That was not the best part of the race for me, was when you handed me the poles. Because literally we were walking for a lot of miles. And personally, dude, I didn't want you to walk into the finish, because if you were to walk into the finish, then you'd probably walk into some more finishes. I really wanted you to run in and get that experience and kind of drain the tank. I really wanted that for you, so you could see what it's like. And because now next time, you got a little bit more in there. So it took probably 75 miles to just start getting you up to there. little things. I might have overemphasized how busy my work schedule was. There's no way. I'm not going to be able to tell Joe to hurry up. That's not going to work out. I can't tell you to run faster. That's not going to work out. I can't yell at you or nothing like that. I kind of ease you into it, and eventually you did it all on your own. And honestly, the most fun part was when you handed me the poles at mile 187. We flew into that aid station. I don't know what it was. It was like a train station kind of thing. I don't know what that was, a little turnaround. We flew in there. There was a part where I was catching back up to you, doing like a 9-minute mile. You were doing 12-minute miles, which is amazingly fast at that part of the race. And then from then on, we walked the last 20 miles in. I was super proud of you, Joe. I mean, the last part, I was at max pace myself. We were going really fast, and you were going really fast. That was my favorite part of the whole race, was the last 20 miles for sure.
Yeah. I had these trekking poles for me, and I brought them out at Highway 19 trailhead going into the Ocala National Forest. And they really saved me going through the forest. I knew I was going to be doing a lot of walking, and it was going to be easier on my back and stuff. But yeah, I just started feeling the energy coming. And the poles were starting to slow me down from trying to run. I was just carrying them. I collapsed some things, and I could just see Gregg light up. He's like, "Oh hell yeah! The trekking poles are going away," because I definitely held on to them for about 20 miles longer than I had expected to hold on to them for.
All right. So one thing we didn't talk back. I'm going to bring it a little bit back to where we were. We were talking about the debate between aspirin and acetaminophen.
Yeah.
Or Tylenol. Aspirin is not Tylenol.
Or
ibuprofen.
Or ibuprofen. Aspirin is not Tylenol or ibuprofen. Either one.
is aspirin.
It's aspirin.
It's aspirin.
It's aspirin.
So I don't know who won the bet or who lost the bet. But whoever bet, one of you two is wrong.
This debate that
What's
goes
the active ingredient in Tylenol?
Let's look at it.
Tylenol is in the acetaminophen.
Do you want
There.
me to go get aspirin? And
Yeah, you got a bottle? Let's do it. We got Shae's gonna go get bottles. She's got actual
She's
bottles.
got the stuff. So yeah, I mean, dude, the trekking poles went away, and we really started steaming. We get into the end of the St. Augustine Plaquet Trail there.
What?
Yeah, I got to visit with you guys a little bit through that section, and Joe handed the poles to me for a while, and the pace really started to truck whenever you gave them away to me too. You remember that?
Yeah, like every time I think I was using them as a crutch for sure. I was using them as a crutch. I definitely,
mentally,
as a lot of kind of a mental crutch. I was using them. I definitely need them through the Ocala National Forest, but I probably should have gave them up sooner. But when John jumped in with us, it was that time right after I got that quick 5-minute sleep, and that's why I say that's where I started feeling like I could start moving again. And
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
she's got all
drugs.
all the stuff.
That's what it looks
Oh
like
my
when you
Lord.
have autoimmune issues and you have
Okay.
Drugs.
We are so.
I don't even have glasses,
All right.
so I can't read any of
All right,
these.
here we go.
What is it?
I'm
What is
gonna
in
read?
What is in the aspirin?
I'm gonna read. Active ingredients in aspirin is aspirin. 81 milligrams of an NSAID, a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug.
Yes.
That's what it says.
I always thought
Aspirin is an aspirin.
aspirin is an aspirin. I always thought aspirin was ibuprofen.
So ibuprofen is this one. That's
Yep.
this big bottle here.
Yep. That's what they fed us like candy. They call it Ranger
That's
candy.
ibuprofen.
That's ibuprofen. 200 milligrams of ibuprofen.
They remember the 800 milligram ibuprofen they
Yep.
give you in the military?
They do.
The Ranger candy.
I think I even have some.
Oh, here we go.
I still have those. What do you mean remember?
I still get them. What are you talking about?
I haven't taken them in a long time. I'm sure they did some liver damage.
So Tylenol is acetaminophen.
Yep.
Just so you were. We had a conversation about Aleve.
Aleve is my drug of choice during an ultra.
Aleve is nanoproxen sodium tablets. Also-
Nanoproxen. Naproxen.
I can't see that.
Nanoproxen. That's a little.
I'm trying to
that's a
read
little
with my
proxen.
progressive lenses here because I'm old now.
Basically, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as ibuprofen, just like meloxicam.
Yeah.
Same thing as ibuprofen. Aleve is an anti-inflammatory.
All right. So what is
Right?
Excedrin for the winning answer? I'm gonna settle it.
Ibuprofen.
I have no idea.
Okay. What is Excedrin?
I don't
Joe?
have no idea either.
All right. It is
No
acetaminophen,
idea. Like that joke, Joe?
acetaminophen, and aspirin together.
And usually caffeine.
And this one has caffeine in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are best for like lady times.
Yeah.
So when we got to the Vermont Heights aid station location, the end of that St. Augustine Palaca Trail, we had another little gathering of folks, and then we went out from there, and it was just the three of us. And so me and Gregg had some amazing miles running in. We both were on a high. We were patting each other on the back and just feeling really good about that last half marathon. And, John hooked us up at the 7-Eleven. And
Oh, yeah.
we stopped at 7-Eleven for a few minutes.
Did you get a slushie?
So I got, what was it? We had a Coca-Cola slushie.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it was.
Coke slushie.
So
Those are
Judy stopped. Judy
brought that?
Yeah, she ran up to us as soon as we crossed the highway, the interstate.
Yeah. Okay.
And she had two of them, and she handed them to us, and we were downing them. When we gave them back to her about half
empty,
done.
yeah.
We thought she was going to move on up ahead, and that we would see her, but she actually was saying goodbye for the night, so we didn't get to finish her smoothies, our slushies. But
Went away.
yeah, they just went away. But she was a ball of energy. Just absolutely,
we loved you.
Just loved it. So she ran so well with us, and we had so much fun with her out there. And then actually Jordan's out there running this weekend, and I just saw her today again, and it was good to catch back up with Judy a little while. And but anyway, so the last 4 miles for me. I've heard a lot of people talk about, we and Gregg talked about a lot about the final miles of anything, right? And as we know, we got an aid station coming up, our crew stop, and those last miles they just seem to burn on and just drag, and they're horrible, and it's a mental game, those last miles. And I expected that for the last 4 miles because you turn up, there's no sidewalks, there's barely in a curb, there's a lot of traffic usually, but we did hit in the middle of the night. And I did not have the miserable experience that I've seen so many other people have in that last 4 miles. For me, that last 4 miles, I was just reflecting back on the entire race that we'd had, the 5 days worth of struggle, and we were just moving, dude. We were just moving so good, and it was just for me. I was in a real good high point. I was smiling. I was happy. This is when it really kicked in for me that I was finishing it. You know, I mean, like
that's when you knew, like, well,
yeah. I mean, I knew
day
earlier.
2, you said, on day 2, you're like,
I knew that I was going to, but at this point, I could taste the finish, and so the thing is I know a lot of people knew we were doing this, right, and I know how little good training, quality training I had going into it too.
Tell me more. Keep talking.
I spent a lot of time. I did the right kind of training that I needed to do for me. The strength training and the walking was key to keeping me moving. But I did not have the 40 and 50 mile running weeks that I thought I was going to have going into this race. And I know that the friends that were following us, there were people out there that saw us with our leans and with our limps and stuff. That saw us in the first days. Are like, yeah, this ain't going to happen. And the worst day for us, that 52 miles day, we like, if we had to do that again, if we had to do that again, we wouldn't be able to continue like that. And so I know a lot of people reserved their opinions, but there was a whole lot of doubt as to whether we were going to finish.
I was doubting you in day 1. After I see you day 1, I'm like, oh hell no, he ain't going to day 2.
Who told John Baughman about leaning one way, leaning the other? That was me. I was like, I see Gregg going this way, Joe going this way as we're going through Marshall Swamp.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to throw you under the bus. You just put yourself under the damn bus.
The fact, but this is one thing, and I wasn't trying to sound like I know it all or anything like that, but I have been on this course a lot with a lot of people, and there have been people that have DNF'd without me calling it, but everyone that I called that was going to DNF and I saw them at Pruitt did DNF. Everyone that I said at Pruitt, like, that person's not going to finish, and that was, I got unfortunately good at it. But there were people that I didn't call that did DNF later. But there was certain points, like I'm like, once we got, I turned to Gregg. I'm like, I said, I've seen this a lot, and I said, if I was an outsider looking at us coming into to Pruitt, I wouldn't have called us as a DNF. I would have thought we were going to finish it.
Yeah,
and then when we got through those points where people DNF at, like the biggest rate of DNF usually happens after the highway to hell, and
in the forest, somewhere
in the forest right after the highway to hell before they get to Juniper, that's usually where it happens. That I didn't feel like that at all was an option for us. We felt good enough to continue on past that point. We had a good run up that point. And then I don't think only one person has ever DNF'd past Juniper Prairie. And once we got through Juniper, so there were some key points where I don't think
who was that person, Joe?
I don't know if I should call him out or not.
But I mean, we were really proud. We were really proud we went further than that person.
We were. We talked about it extensively. And that person, when they listen to this podcast, will know who it is. And by the way, we
I know who it is.
We, sir, Gregg and I have both ran further than you.
Are you sure you want to challenge this man?
No, the answer is no.
Oh, no. It's our FKT until he takes it from us right now, because I mean he's a better runner than us, but we have gone further than him, so we do have that.
That's hilarious.
There was definitely some milestone points that we got through that we knew we were going to finish. But that last 4 miles, it just felt real.
Yeah.
It didn't really feel real until that last 4 miles.
And it's also weird because you're like coming into civilization for the first time in a long, like big, not Plaquet doesn't count.
Yeah.
You're actually coming into civilization.
Yeah. And then, you get to where you can start, we're climbing those bridges and you can feel the ocean breeze, and you can tell it's an ocean breeze.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can, as you get even closer, you can start hearing the ocean, and that's when it just kind of, it's a magical moment in the race. It was for me. I've seen it not be so magical for other people, but it was really fantastic. And so, the one thing about this race is the way it's formatted is a lot of times people are out there by themselves, maybe with a crew person or two, and it just is over. It's just done.
Yeah. There's like no fanfare at the end.
It's just done. But you know what? Gregg and I I couldn't have picked a better person for me as a running partner for this event. I mean, we were so well matched together. Our temperaments were together, our background, our experience, our capability were very well matched. Gregg's a better runner than I am, but
who's older?
Gregg's older than me by a month.
Me.
By a month. So, we're a couple old salty soldiers, and we soldiered through this. And then I thought it was fitting, if we couldn't have 1,000 people out there at the finish, that it was just the three of us, me, John, and Gregg. And it was a very nice finish. Unfortunately, Gregg didn't get to enjoy it for very long because he was on to his next adventure.
Driving 3 hours home.
Ugh.
So he had to leave. He had to pack. He had to get a massage. He had to fly.
Do laundry.
So how did that massage feel then?
Beautiful.
Okay.
It was awesome.
You told the massage therapist, like, I just got done running 200 miles.
Yeah, and she was amazed on my mobility. Because I saw her, I've seen her 4 times. The first time I saw her, she's like, I don't even know how you're walking your hips don't move at all. Right. And so the last time I saw her was after me and you ran that little the running store run.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, you don't have much mobility in your hips, but for some reason after this race, it's loosened me right up. So it was a good massage, yeah.
Gregg, I was amazed to see the difference in your mobility from day 1 to day 2 to day 3, and it just got better and better and better. So, I think you should run, 40 miles a day every day.
Yeah, that'll keep you moving.
I could barely get in and out of the RV the first day that we did that.
It was amazing how much better you looked.
Thank you. I felt better, every day that went on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like it was a really fitting closure. I think a lot of people have said that, and I appreciate everyone that has to the Across Florida 200 virtual. Mm-hmm. Now I'm looking forward to opening up Big Scrub 150.
Yeah, I'm wearing the shirt.
Heck yeah. And so that's lining up to be a really fun race this year. There's a lot of people signed up for it and a lot more committed to do it.
Well, you know who's going to get the first buckle, right?
It's going to be Kevin Caudill.
It will.
Or Jeff Iosa.
No, I'm going out there January 1, 12 midnight. I've been practicing. I'm 150-mile distance. I'm excited for Kevin.
Gregg's dying laughing right. That's so funny. Fuck you, Gregg.
Well, my sentiments are the exact same sentiments as every person's ever done a long race like this. Is you absolutely cannot do this without support.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you did it unsupported, it would be so less fun. But
it'd be harder.
I couldn't have done this without Gregg and John. There's no doubt about it. Just the time alone.
Ditto.
Yeah, I could not have done it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if we forgot this. I want to interject this too. Not only you guys, John was instrumental in you. We were the team, the three of us, pretty much did this together. But also Kim, I don't know if we mentioned Kim. Kim came out, she fed us, baked ziti, lasagna.
Oh, her husband made the cookies were good.
Soup, that cornbread. Her husband's 200-calorie chocolate cookies.
Oh, no.
Families came out.
I ate 8 of them.
Her and her husband both cooked us food. You had Fred and his family. They came out. His whole family came out. You had, John Reed. His family let him come out. These people have other things to do besides running through the night with us. They all came out. That was really big. Me and you, Joe, we only ran together only a few times. There were so many people out there. And it was really these guys were out there for you. Some of them I knew. I got to know out there, but they're all out there for you. That was really beautiful and powerful for me too. So I really loved and appreciated that sentiment. And I got to kind of tag along your coattails and that, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is Joe's victory lap.
Yeah.
You weren't tagging along on coattails.
No,
that makes it sound completely different.
No, he had the coattails. I was just being dragged along with him.
Oh.
There was one time when Joe was like looking at alligators and not answering fast enough. And this is at the end. I took out my phone to see where we were going. I never looked anywhere where we were going. I followed Joe the whole way from beginning to end. I didn't have to navigate at all, which is beautiful. I can't say too many other people did a cross Florida 200 and never took out a map. You know what I mean?
Yeah. From beginning to the end, I knew the way.
Whole way.
Yeah. I guess that would be an advantage of going with me. Because no one knows that course like I know the course for sure.
That's true.
It was, Kim Inspiration, dude, with the food.
Oh, yeah.
Like she saved my butt with that, I don't know, the cowboy stew or whatever it was. She made some kind of stew with potatoes and beef and we ate it 8 ounces at a time, little coffee cups full of it, and I ate so much of it. It was that sweet cornbread.
Oh yeah.
She fed us well. Then she had like some baked ziti lasagna type of thing that we would just have in like a pound of it at a time, you know.
Yeah.
And big old honking pile of that stuff. And then I think it was Judy. I don't know if I said that, if it was Judy or not. If it was Judy, thank you. Someone brought us some hamburgers from Salt Springs, and it was just on time. You know, like when we needed the stuff, it was there, and people.
Judy.
Yeah, she fed us so good with those hamburgers. I mean, it was perfect. I mean, it was a perfect meal. Like I said, there were so many people that came out. Just people that paced us. I don't want to. I mean, I got a list. I could name them all, but
what if you forgot one?
But I don't want to forget someone. But even just like the little drive-bys, like I had Amanda and Mary, friends that have been on the podcast too, that saw that we were just going to be running past Mary's house. And so they just came out and brought us some Gatorades, and I know that a lot of people were watching as we were going.
Oh, yeah.
Even the people that couldn't come out, there was a lot of people watching, doing the dot watch with us. And just knowing that all those people were there supporting, it just made me feel like a superstar for the weekend. I'm like, I must be the highlight event for Florida Ultra this weekend.
Well, how much time did you spend watching their blue dot?
Lots and lots of time. And if I didn't reply to everyone that sent text or left voice messages,
Yeah, Tina.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if I didn't.
Tina and Patty.
Oh yeah,
Tina and Patty came out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Tina Wolf, who stopped probably 15 runners going through Palatka and Federal.
Oh yeah, she did.
That's pretty awesome.
I was craving some hot coffee, and Tina brought me the best hot coffee.
But Tina's one who's basically met almost the vast majority of runners.
Yeah, I mean the trail goes past her house in East Palatka, just minutes away from her house. And so she couldn't spend as much time with us as she wanted to. She said she had to work and kept pulling her weight.
She brought out her husband's socks.
Yes, I got a pair of socks.
Oh. Joe, she brought her husband's socks.
That's so funny.
Hey, I was needing some socks. I was at a bad point with some socks. I don't know. Kim came out and did a really good job. She spent an overnight with us, crewing. I don't know. Joseph Fuller, he drove up in the middle of the night just to say hello. He was.
Yeah, I saw him. So that day, that Saturday, I ran the John Holmes 50K, and he was there at the start. So he was helping out at that race. Yeah. And then 12 plus hours later, he turns up seeing you guys. Yeah.
I really had a shout out because I need to give her a shout out because apparently I owe her a shout out. But Caitlin Sully, Fred's wife, she was a freaking hoot. The stories that girl shared, I had so much fun with her. And she is, Fred gets all the credit for being a badass ultra runner because he's got the FKT for this course, but she's pretty freaking tough too. She was 5th place female at long haul this year. And she said when we did the podcast where we talked about the dark horse, she said no one counted the silent horse, and so it was just they brought their family out there, just so many people. I hate not to mention anyone, but there's just so much fun.
So you have now experienced having tons and tons of pacers.
Yeah.
What are your kind of things that you enjoyed out of a pacer? So obviously one that will just tell stories and
chatter.
talk. Because I think Gregg said the same thing when he was talking to Peter, or Peter was talking at him.
Yeah, I would say a talker, a storyteller. Because listen, I mean, I don't need anyone to keep me moving. I'll move at the pace that I can move when I'm able to move it. I can pretty well judge that for myself. Mostly, it's just company on the trail. You know, that's what I'm looking for, and for a pacer.
I second
for me.
that.
Yeah. There was so many good stories told out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody who will talk, and then you want somebody who knows how to get you moving.
Yes.
Even against your will.
Yes.
Hey, that's me.
So Kevin, like, he knew that. I don't know how he dug into that go button.
Kevin's like a crazy good pace.
But Kevin found that go button and just turned the switch. That was really good. So people, that's where it's good to have someone that really knows you well.
Yes.
You know, not just people that have great stories, but someone that knows you well. Is nice to have someone out there like that. You know, I had a lot of people ask me how I felt about this race, and I've said this to a couple people now, and this is kind of like how I'm coining the term, how I felt about this race for myself. I've done this so many times with so many people out there. I didn't realize that what I felt like was a passenger to someone else's journey. Now I'm now I'm actually part of the event. You know, it's not just me being a passenger to someone else's story.
Yeah.
You know, so that it's really nice to.
You drove the bus, Joe.
Yeah.
When do the massive buckles come in?
They're mailed, as far as I
Okay.
know. Yeah, as far as I know, they've been mailed, and we'll get the buckles here soon. But you know, it's cool, you know, to say that I did. I mean, before this race, the furthest I ever ran was 100 kilometers, and I tripled that.
Yeah.
And Gregg and I were both out there when we were hitting our PRs, and you know we
Every mile or every step was a PR.
was a PR. So you know that was pretty cool.
What was I going to look up? I was going to look up something.
I can't wait to get these buckles. I'm making mine into a ginormous WWF belt made of gator skin.
I believe that. With turkey feathers. It's going to have gator skin and turkey feathers on it. It's going to be
No,
wild.
a gator I killed right by the start.
That's awesome.
So he's going to have him a cool custom belt. The whole thing is going to be one belt. His will be the only across Florida buckle that'll be wearable.
Right. I mean, only when he wears it to a WWE match. Joe, we're very proud of you for how far you went. I mean, what all you guys overcame every single day. You know, it's not easy. You may not have had the fastest pace, but I think you definitely, both of you, own the SKT,
Yes.
the slowest known time.
I think there was actually one person that did it slower than us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You
we
should have
can't-
slowed down a little bit. You're going too fast, Joe.
So, Gregg, how did you feel about the entire thing? I know I've done a lot of talking, but how are you feeling, brother?
I mean, honestly, dude, it was like beautiful. I mean, I loved it. I don't think I think we could have trained. We couldn't find the right date, so we just picked a date and just said fuck it and went there. It was definitely the hardest 20 miles of my life that first day, and then everything just kept getting better and better and better. I had a great experience, man, out there with you, with everybody that was out there. I mean, now I showed up I'm at Moab 240 in the 200 club, you know, so it's cool because now I can, like, you know, I'm in the club. So I think like this might be my distance. I mean, I don't really have the mental capacity to want to be out there for 4 or 5 days, but I can make these cutoffs in these races. I can't make these cutoffs in these 100 milers because my hip is all jacked up, but I can keep going forever. So I don't know. I might be a 200 miler. Who knows?
That's the same way I feel, dude. Like I don't know if I want to do 100 miler or not, but these multi-day races, I think it's the ticket. You know, I think
you guys should both sign up for HOTS or Labs right now.
while we're filling our high.
Get your phone out.
No, those aren't my style. No, those aren't my style. I would do like something like one of these races, but this HOTS in the Ball State, I think this is too long, dude. You're just out there for a million days doing like 30 miles a day. It's too long for me. But
Joe will do it.
I'm down for like something like this. Like,
I could
what's
see
the
you
one you
doing
guys
it.
went to, Cowboy?
Yeah, I was gonna say Cowboy. I could see you do Cowboy.
But there's a pretty aggressive cutoff for the first 100, right?
At Cowboy?
Cowboy.
Yeah, I think it's pretty aggressive.
What's that? What is it?
I have to look at it. They do have some cutoff times. I've got the
Like what?
book signed somewhere, but that's a really good race. It's a fantastic race. What about you, John? What's your takeaways, brother?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just had a great time. I was happy to get to spend some time with both of you. And, I feel like Gregg, I barely knew going into this thing. And I feel like I'd go crew him or ask him to come run with me any day. And, I just a great time. Of course, Joe, we were close going in and I think close coming out. And, I just wanted to do it and I did it and it was a good time. And Shae looked at me like I had lost my mind and that was fun too. But
5 days.
Yeah, no, I had a good time.
5 days has got to be a record length of time to cruise someone
thank you
too.
so much.
Yeah.
You handled it. You handled us very well.
After the first day.
After the first day. Yes, that's right. All right. So, would you guys do it again? Would you do a double ACFL?
I don't know that I would do. I'm not going to say no.
Or a bear and boar 444.
I'm not going to say no because it is on my radar.
Right there.
I want to through hike the Appalachian Trail. That's 2,200 miles.
Yeah.
So I could see more multi-day races in my future. It's like you say, the longer you go, the slower the pace. The further you go, the slower the pace. And I think at these multi-days, my pace finally levels out.
Yeah.
Where it's just I can walk just about as fast as everybody else can at some point.
That's the Homer Simpson effect.
Yeah. Oh.
What's the Homer Simpson effect?
You guys don't know about the Homer Simpson effect?
No.
It's a thing where he was in boxing and he went to fight like Mike Tyson or whatever.
Oh yeah, and everybody got
tired, so he just would push him over and then he'd win. So
I do remember that.
that's the Homer Simpson effect. He's like, if I get this distance way out there, I'm just can go this pace the whole time.
Yeah. So before we close out, you had a couple of little things we wanted to talk about.
I do.
Okay, I will say. So I did check on this. So for the 200 miler, you do have to reach 104 in 44 hours. So that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not as. It's less aggressive than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a wild time. So obviously we're all training for Javelina here, as everybody knows. So I had a 5-hour run on Saturday and felt pretty good. Finally did trail. And Joe, this is the first time that I've done from Landbridge out on towards 200 since Skunk Ape.
Wow.
I never run out there.
Skunk Ape 2024.
Skunk Ape 2024. The Skunk Ape 50. That's the last time I ran out there.
Wow. And those are our home trails.
Home trails. I'm always running road. I've been training road for a year now.
Yeah.
So trying to get back into trail, but I forgot how fun that section is.
It's glorious.
I was just
ups and downs and around.
Yeah.
And I haven't even seen the new reroute part.
I haven't either.
Through Ross Prairie.
That's been a year now.
Yeah.
That's been a year, Joe.
I have it. I will have to go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently there's some really cool little rock piles and things.
Yeah, there is some cool stuff out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I met this ultra runner. He's also a doctor. Well, I'll get to that, but we had a conversation. So anyways, this guy I met, he's a doctor and he's an ultra runner and he did Arkansas Traveler 100
in
1991.
So that's John's race, the Arkansas Traveler. How many times have you done Arkansas? Oh, I don't know if we've got audio. I don't think we've got audio on him.
Audio issues.
Yeah.
That's all right. But yeah, so Arkansas Traveler, he did it in 1991. So he understands, what's going on.
I didn't realize that race was that old.
Apparently so.
I think he said it was
It's like one of the very first years or the first year or one of the very first years that race has been on board. But so he gave me his card, which is very funny. This old gentleman, I believe he's 82, if I did math correctly, somewhere in there. And he wrote, and we had a conversation. He wrote down a list of things that I can do to help myself with my foot pain. Because everybody knows I've had foot pain, still having foot pain even after my surgery and whatnot. Manageable, but not bad. So he gave me a list of things, and I'm going to read them here because they're very funny. Number 1, hydration. Proper hydration. I get it. Everybody gets that, right?
Yep.
Number 2, exercise. Again, I'm checking boxes here.
Yep.
Nutrition. And then maintaining no wheat, gluten, and no dairy. None. I'm like, okay, well, this is eye-opening. I have lots of questions here, but I'll just keep them to myself.
So you do not want the bag of Vital Wheat gluten that I have in my pantry?
Nope, I do not. Thank you, though. I would appreciate it because this guy told me no. Also, he told me to go on YouTube and to buy the YouTube Premium that has no ads. He said, buy the YouTube that has no ads and then search 432 hertz and play that while you sleep.
It's like a white noise kind of thing.
Yeah. I get it. I'm sure there's probably some truth to this, but I was laughing quite a bit about the YouTube no ad situation. That's very funny to me.
Very specific, too.
Yes. And then obviously it's spiritual if you choose to do such. And then he wrote down a couple of treatments, and I'm Shae's going to fact check me here on what some of this of it is, but he said one is called an ocular acupuncture.
Yes.
So they stick needles in your ear.
And so we was just talking about this. So I started this last month. I've had one treatment. I've got another one coming up in just like a week or two. This week? Anyway, so in the military developed it, or they've developed what they call combat acupuncture.
Okay, see, you said this earlier, and I'm like, combat acupuncture. This means there is some acupuncturist with all these tiny little needles going bam, 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 just like jabbing all sorts of places.
Well, it helps with combat fatigue, I guess. Like
aggressive acupuncture.
So apparently there's a lot of, you can access most of the body from the ear when doing acupuncture. And I did it, and they stuck, it was either 5 or 8 needles, I can't remember the number it was, in my ears in different points, and they leave them in there. Mm-hmm. So
it's not forever. So
you stay in there till they fall out. It takes about a week usually for them to fall out.
Oh.
So
no, that's not normal acupuncture.
Yeah. So like this is
combat acupuncture.
Well, they say that the benefit is at least 3 days. You want them in there for at least 3 days. And then, but they will fall out on their own. He says the longest he's ever seen one with them not fall out is like 2 weeks or something like that. And he's been doing it for hundreds of patients for years.
That's wild.
But dude, literally when they did it, I had instant pain relief. When I say instant, I mean within.
What was hurting?
Like everything.
Everything hurt?
Like
you had no pain.
I wouldn't say no pain.
Go, Greg.
But it would
go, John.
All right, brother.
Greg.
Hey, Greg, thanks for calling on, brother. We love you, man.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Hey, it was good running with you. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story. Have fun out there at Moab, brother, and get that guy to the finish.
We're gonna go eat a big steak and open up these buckles when we get back. All right.
Heck
Yeah.
you go.
Let's do it, brother.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Hey, Greg.
So, dude, no, I wouldn't say it was 100% pain relief.
Oh, this one says it's called battlefield acupuncture.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Not battlefield acupuncture. I don't know why it's called combat, because I have combat racing.
Oh, okay. So yeah, BFA uses very small gold-plated needles entered at specific points, and then they're designed to stay for 2 to 4 when they will naturally fall out.
Yeah.
So it's like very what is it called? Called intradermal tacks or needles. So intradermal tacks.
They have a little bit of magnetism added to them too.
That's insane.
And so they tell you like once a day to like recharge them with a magnet.
That's not true.
That's exactly what they told me.
You're so full of shit.
I'm just telling you what they told me.
Okay, so you also saw a quack similar to Kevin's quack.
Yeah, what is this? They had the same card I
But
had.
I will just say, I would say 100% pain relief, but I would say almost instantly about 80%. And that's no joke.
I haven't even got to the crazy shit yet.
I did do, one more, acupuncture aside. Right. So I actually did try acupuncture when I was dealing with, when my endometriosis was really bad. Endometriosis was really bad. It was, I'd already gone through surgery. This was before I did the clinical trial. And so it was just pain. And so they're like, well, try Eastern medicine. So I went and did acupuncture. It was also part of my 30 before 30 list.
Yep.
It did nothing for me.
Nothing.
I just fell asleep. I would be asleep within 5 minutes of them inserting the needles and walking out of the room.
I had no expectation that the battlefield acupuncture was going to do anything for me.
Well, speaking
I
of
had
things that don't
zero
do anything for you.
expectation. And it did.
So
Okay.
this guy also had recommended a thing called Prolozone. So Shae, can you please tell the audience what Prolozone is?
So, okay, so prolozone therapy is a non-surgical treatment that involves injecting a mixture of ozone gas and dextrose into injured or damaged tissues.
This is not regulated by the FDA.
Yeah, not at all.
May or may not be a gimmick. I don't know.
But might work also. I mean,
you never know.
I'm starting to come around to more consideration of Western medicine and non-traditional, non-medical treatment for pain.
Yeah, holistic.
You know, really,
Eastern medicine and holistic.
Yeah, Eastern. I said Western. Eastern.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really,
acetaminophen.
Yeah, it's my redneck Tourette's coming out.
That's okay. Our president has that.
Yeah, so I just I'm starting to come around to the idea of it. You know, I've been doing red light and salt therapy. I've been going to massage therapy. I'm now doing acupuncture. My physical therapist is doing dry needling.
Nice.
And all these are alternative medicines or alternative treatments, and I'm seeing some benefit.
So I will want to just tell you with the prolotherapy, the medical opinion, the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons does not endorse prolozone. Medical authorities have characterized ozone therapy as pure quackery used to treat serious illnesses like cancer, and the practice has been associated with severe adverse effects and even death.
Oh my. Well, the other thing he's got wrote down on here is a morph device.
that changes you into something.
I hope it's a Power Ranger.
Okay, so so if you search morph device for pain, you will actually come up with themorphdevice.com, and it is a 100% drug-free way to detoxify opioid-dependent patients. Do you see yourself as an opioid-dependent person?
Just on the dopamine.
So it's a small electrical nerve stimulator placed behind the patient's ear. And so it's meant to be for detox of opioids. So why?
I don't know.
Maybe it breaks the signal that deals with all types of addiction. Maybe.
This guy could have been on drugs too. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Interesting. But he's an accomplished ultra runner,
yeah.
With that did the Arkansas Traveler.
Yep.
So
1991.
1991.
John, did you do Arkansas Traveler in 91?
I did not do the Arkansas Traveler in 91.
All right. Just checking.
No. I'm
In
not that old.
1991, how old were you? Like 14?
God, you're going to make me do math? Yeah.
You were probably preteen anyhow.
I was 8 in 91.
Well, John's a couple years younger than I am. In 91,
But check
I
it
was
out.
16.
Oh, you're wearing that's funny.
He's wearing his Arkansas Traveler shirt or jacket.
Nice.
Heck yeah. How many times have you run it, John? We asked, but you would he kick any audio out of you?
3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
And he gave up his Arkansas Traveler opportunity this year to come crew us.
Oh.
Oh.
So instead of going to run the Arkansas Traveler, he came out and crewed us instead.
He wouldn't have had as much fun.
That's a really nice thing to say. It's super nice to say that, but the truth is my Achilles was being a problem, so I pivoted.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad that you pivoted my way. I'm just saying.
You can pivot my way any day.
Any day, baby. Yeah, baby.
What kind of drugs on this table can I take?
That'll leave kicks pretty hard.
I grind that sucker up.
All right. Well, anything else we missing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Shae's got a very important announcement to make.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what it was.
It's Shae Tober.
It is Shae-tober.
Yeah, it's Shae-tober.
Yay, Shae-tober. So far this Shae-tober, I ran a 50K and I want to thank John because when we talked after my Badwater DNF, he was pretty much saying like, you need to get a personal win. Like you need to feel like you kind of won again, or, you know, you have that race that helps you overcome. And so just signed up for the John Holmes 50K. Probably it was either Monday or Tuesday of that week. Oh, it was Monday because I texted my coach and said, hey, can I run a 50K this weekend? So I went into that 50K and it was just so fun. It was so fun. I was just like, I've got 8 hours. I'm just going to bop through the woods, eat snacks and have fun. And it was incredible. So I got my win and I feel like I'm kind of on the right track again.
Good for you.
Go back, motherfucker.
And then last weekend, just recently, I went up to Georgia and I did a half marathon as part of my 5-hour run that I had. So I'm making the best of this Shae-tober.
So what do you think of Jekyll Island? Is that where it was at, right?
Yeah, it was so basically you run the entire perimeter of the island pretty much, I guess. It was fine.
All those paved bike paths?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's all that. You run on the little, I guess they have this like little trail back behind their little dirt trails.
Okay.
And they were like super soaking wet and slippery. And so we were sliding as the half marathon runners, but the 5K runners that started later, most of their run was on those slick trails. It's like, oof.
That's rough.
Yeah. I do not envy them one bit, but.
Yeah. Stacy did the Amelia Island half marathon this weekend. And it was a challenge to do the 5K on Saturday and the half marathon on Sunday. And it's goes through Fort Clinch State Park. Mm-hmm. So where they have the
there's a 50K there.
50K there that Susan likes to do that one. And so they take them out on some trails on their half marathon. It's a half marathon race. She was not expecting trails.
That's funny.
Her and Alicia Askey did it together. I think they kind of drug each other through. I think neither one of them was feeling it when they got there. So but they finished together. So they got to spend the day running together with themselves. Next weekend we've got the Itch. It's coming back. So
is it next weekend?
Yeah. I think
so they're not doing it over.
So Andy Matthews and A1 Ultra took over the Itch and the Tick.
Next weekend. Oh.
And so that's Saturday coming up. And so I'll probably bop out there, see what's going on. I seen Arian Rochon signed up to do it. And
nice.
Yeah, he's going to be out tomorrow crewing with Jordan as Jordan does his double across Florida.
He's doing well.
Yeah, he's moving really good. And he's in good spirits. So, there's a lot going on.
Trick or Trot, still time?
Trick or Trot, still time to sign up.
Mm-hmm.
But
one more week.
Got one more week when this comes out to sign up. Right now, we've got about 30-something people. I'd like to see us get around 50, you know. And then...
Landbridge is still open, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Put a reminder out for everybody.
So, we got some cool races coming up. So, sign up for our races.
Yeah.
So anything else we got? We covered all of it. We covered the Procane.
Procane on the Prolozone.
On the Prolozone. All right. John, what do you got coming up? Nothing.
He's got nothing.
Empty hands.
Nothing.
Just healing the Heelys. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening.
Long haul in January.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Good.
And we will be
long haul in January.
Yeah, we'll be full force at long haul, having a bunch of fun, crewing as many people as we can crew.
Mm-hmm. Love long haul.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. Visit our website, www.where'sthefinishpodcast.com. I look forward to seeing many more of you guys out on the trails.
Let's go.
One day I'm going to actually remember how to segue into a let's go.
No, that's fine. You just look at me and I know. Oh, that's my time. That's my time.
And go.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you guys.
John's dogs is barking.
When I was at the race this weekend, I saw, it was in Georgia. And so this one lady's holding up a sign that says, bark like you want it. And I was like, okay. And then this guy behind me, doing that, I guess, Georgia Bulldog thing. It was like, oh.
Oh, I didn't think about that being a bulldog thing.
Yeah.
John's in Georgia right now.
Yeah.
I am. trying to sell buildings to farmers.
Oh, nice. I know some farmers.
Did we send the link to Greg?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you send it to Facebook Messenger?
Yep.
Messenger of face. I am the face messenger. Look at me now.
I'm the face.
I am the face messenger. This is yours.
That is mine.
I'm gonna need you to Google a few things later. Mm-hmm. You might want to pull them up now. Take you to Flavor Town, Joe.
Why fart and waste it when you can burp and taste it?